He had everything, the skill, the flair, the magic. They called him the future of football, the boy who will take the crown after Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo. He wasn't just a star, he was supposed to be the king, but something along the way, something changed. The smiles became pressure, the magic met reality, and the dream began to slip. This is the story of Neymar Jr., football's greatest what if. In Brazil, where football isn't just a sport, it's identity. In the streets, on the beaches, dreams are born with a ball at your feet. And Neymar, he wasn't normal. While others played, he performed. Every touch had rhythm, every move had purpose. He didn't just beat defenders, he entertained them. At Santos FC, the world started watching, and Brazil believed again. By his early 20s, he wasn't just a talent, he was a phenomenon. Clubs across Europe wanted him, but when he finally made the move, it wasn't just a transfer, it was a statement to FC Barcelona, where destiny was waiting. At Barcelona, football became art. Alongside Lionel Messi and Luis Suarez, they formed something unforgettable. That was MSN, speed, creativity, and chaos. Defenders didn't just lose, they were humiliated. And Neymar, he wasn't in Messi's shadow, he was shining beside him. Champions League nights, impossible comebacks, moments that didn't feel real. For a moment, it felt like football had found its next king. Then came the decision, the one that changed everything. A world record move to Paris Saint-Germain. He didn't just leave Barcelona, he left Messi. He left the spotlight to become the spotlight. This was his chance to lead, to dominate, and finally take the throne. But pressure is heavier than talent. In Paris, the expectations were clear. Win the Champions League, become the best in the world, but football isn't that simple. Injuries came. At the worst moments, criticism followed. Too flashy, too distracted, too inconsistent. The same flair that made him loved became the reason he was questioned. And slowly, the narrative changed from future king to what went wrong. With Brazil, it was even heavier. This wasn't just football. This was legacy, the country of Pele. Expected greatness, but moments slipped away. Injuries at World Cups, heartbreaking exits, and every time the pressure grew louder, because in Brazil, you are not remembered for trying, but only for winning. So here is the truth. Few players in history have had Neymar's talent, his skill, his creativity, his imaginations was unmatched. But football doesn't only remember talent, it remembers impact. And somewhere between brilliance and expectation, his story became complicated, not failure, but not fulfillment either. What if he stayed at Barcelona? What if injuries never came? What if pressure didn't weigh so heavy? Would he have become the king? Or was he always meant to be something else, something different? Not a ruler of football, but its greatest entertainer. Because Neymar Jr. was never just about winning. He was about joy, about expression, about reminding the world that football is meant to be played with a smile. If you believe in football is more than trophies, if you believe it's emotions, identity, and story, then this is your home. Subscribe to Football Season Infinity, because here we don't just watch football, but we feel it. Thank you for watching. Like, share, and also subscribe to this channel. See you on the next one.